Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Su Patel, as you know, and I am all about self-worth, love and abundance, helping people free themselves up to create the life that they want. So today's conversation is all about why is life not working for you? Okay, it's one of my favorite subjects because everything is within our hands in terms of making life work or not work, all right? And often we feel like it's something outside of us that is creating life not working. But I want to talk today about how you can start making your life work for you and how simply you can make it start working for you. So, thank you so much everyone for being here. I'm very, very excited to be speaking about this topic today is why is life not working for you? Whether it's your health, whether it's your relationships, whether it's money, whether it's your job. Like if there's any of these areas in your life or your relationship with your children, like it's not working for you, there's something that you're doing or not doing that is having this area of your life not work for you. All right. And to be honest, I've experienced it in all these areas of my life where it hasn't worked. But when I did this one thing, it's really helped me accelerate it and take it to the next level where not only is it working, but I'm actually excelling in this area of my life. All right. So the thing that I want to talk to you about is integrity. All right. I do have a video on where I spoke about this, in the past. If you click this link over here, you will be able to go in there and get further information around this topic. But integrity is so, so important. And what do I say about integrity? What does integrity mean? So integrity can mean something different to everybody, all right? But what integrity means to me is that I do what I said I would do, and my actions are in line with what I said I would do. All right. Now, so often when we're in integrity, when we talk about integrity and doing what we said we would do with other people, we tend to go out of our way to try and keep those promises. However, there are certain times when you feel like, oh, it doesn't matter if I don't do that, it's only them. Or it doesn't matter if I don't do that, it's only me, it's no big deal. All right. Now, what are you really telling yourself when you're saying these things, right? Number one, if it's to do with somebody else, and we do this a lot with our close ones, don't we? Because we know that no matter what, they'll love us anyway. All right. That they will love us anyway and they will forgive us anyway if we don't do something that we said we would do. However, and also it's the same for ourselves. Like, if we don't do something we said we would do for ourselves, we think, oh, well, it doesn't matter, it's only us. But what are you deep down telling yourself when you say that? What you're saying is they're not important, or that you're not important. I'm not important. If I don't follow through on this thing that I said I would do, I'm not important. And if I don't follow through on something I said I would do for somebody else, they're not important. Okay. And my word is not important. All right. Like for me, my life works because I do everything in my power to be my word. If I have spoken to something, then for me, it's really important that I be my word, because that tells me that I'm important. What I said is important. What I said is of value. All right. Whether it's to another person or whether it's to myself. All right. So let's just take an example. Like you said, you were going to go to the gym today and, do a workout, and you didn't do that. And you told yourself, oh, it doesn't matter if I don't go. It doesn't matter if I don't do that. You're basically telling yourself you're not important, your health's not important, your body's not important. And then what tends to happen is the impact of that is that, you don't feel well, you don't feel your best, you feel like, you feel an incompletion with yourself. All right. But then, your body starts giving up on you. And so it snowballs, right, into your health not working for you. Let's say you did, you promised your child that you were going to take them out somewhere, you promised to take them to the cinema, or you promised to take them to their favorite place, and then you didn't. And you said, oh, to yourself, oh, it doesn't matter, they'll be fine, they'll get over it. Okay. Now what happens is that, they start listening to you in a certain way, that you're somebody who doesn't be your word and you can't be trusted. And there's no point, coming to you again, or whatever you say next time, there's no respect there, because they've got this listening of you as someone who isn't their word. All right. And, when you say next time that, oh, you're going to do something, they will never believe you. Okay. So and the impact of that is that, it creates distrust, it creates, lack of respect, it creates your relationship not working because you didn't be your word. All right. So that's how relationships break. It's the same with your spouse or your partner, where you promised that you would do something and then you didn't do it. And now they're having to pick up, what you said you didn't do. So look at areas of your life. Where have you promised something, whether it's to yourself or to the people in your life, whether it's your children, your parents, your siblings, where you said you would do something and you haven't done it. Even in the case of money, like who did you borrow money from that you haven't paid back, and you haven't been your word about that? Now there will be a listening of you as someone who isn't your word about paying money back. All right. So where else in your life have you done this in the past? Like it's an incompletion, like you said you would do something and you haven't done that. And I really, really believe that is one of the things that has areas of our life not work. So for me, what I tend to do, and you can take this on as well, is make a list of all the things that you promise to yourself and to other people. It could even be that you promise to clean up a cupboard in your house or your kitchen or your car, or look at the standards around you. Is everything in integrity with your word, with what you said or what you want things to be? You might be like, oh, I'm going to hoover the car today, or I'm going to clean the car out, and then you haven't done that. You've been putting it off, or you've got a cupboard that you haven't cleaned that you should have cleaned up. All these, it's like clutter in your life, all right? So where can you clean up the clutter in your life, in your space, all right? So make a list of all these incompletions, whether it's in your environment, whether it's with your finances, your health, your relationship with your partner, your children, your parents, your friendships. You might have promised your friends you would go out somewhere and you haven't done that yet, or whatever those things are. Like, really look at where you've given your word to something and you haven't fulfilled on it. So my point of today's topic is that where you've given your word to something and you haven't fulfilled on that word is why your life will not be working. Okay, and really go and look at where can you clean things up. Make a list of those things, put dates and times as to when you're going to go and clean those things up. You want to go back to your children and say, listen, I promised you I was going to take you here and I didn't do it. I'm going to put a date in the diary and we're going to go on this date. Make a promise to yourself around the gym, around eating healthy. Go and see a nutrition if you need to. Go and see the doctor if you need to, that you've been putting off. Anything that you've promised yourself in the past that you haven't done, put a date and a time as to when you're going to go and do those things and make it happen. All right. And go and restore your integrity with all the people in your life, because it will really build a whole new level of listening of who you are, your credibility, and rebuild trust again with that person in your life. All right. So thank you so much for being with me on today's video. I hope that you take on the work. I really request of you to take on the work if you want to create your life working for you. All right. It is really in the action taking that your life will start to work, all right? And in the cleaning up of your integrity. I really hope you take on that homework and see the results of your actions. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. For more content, for more value, please do connect with me to my LinkedIn. The link is in the notes below. I'd love to see you on there, as I am posting regularly on there, and love to give you more value. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.